Everyone, so today we're going to be looking at how to make a basic pencil in Fusion 360. So this is just going to be really basic extrusions and revolutions, no like dimensions or anything. So just the basic type of shape and some color. So let's get started. Okay, so in our new design, we're obviously going to start off with a new sketch. This is obviously the ground plane right here, so I'm going to start my first sketch over here. And my first sketch is going to be the body, the main body of the pencil, which is a hexagonal prism. So to create a hexagon, we're going to go to create under here, our sketch environment. We're going to go to polygon. We can do a circumscribed polygon. And we're going to make sure it's 6, the sides are 6. Okay, and then click to confirm. So now we have our hexagon right here. Pretty simple, right? And we can escape the polygon tool, and we can finish our sketch. So right here, if we look in our sketches, boom, one sketch right here, and our first sketch is over here as well. So now we're going to extrude this sketch. So over here, under Create, Extrude, our shortcut is E. It'll automatically choose the one profile that's available, and we can drag out the length of our pencil. So let's go for like a longer one this time. Okay. And once you're ready, hit OK. All right. Now we're going to make the pointy part of the pencil. So once again, create a new sketch. The origin planes should pop up right here. And we're going to choose this plane this time, okay? And right here, I'm going to draw a triangle to revolve and create the pointy part of the pencil. So to make a triangle, the Fusion 360 doesn't have any triangle tool, but does have lines. So we can draw a triangle out like this. And so a key thing is to keep the triangle quite tall over here, so when we revolve it, we can shave off the excess. Okay, and also make sure your triangle is a closed loop. Okay, so it's a closed shape and it's highlighted in blue. That's how you know. Okay, and make sure your triangle isn't like this either. Make sure it's just one side. So want it just like that. And we're gonna revolve it around this line right here. So finish sketch, and we're going to revolve now. Create, revolve, and it automatically selects our profile, which is nice. You can see it right here, it's selected, and we're going to choose our axis to revolve about, which is this right here. Revolve about that. Okay, and we are going to extrude, hit OK. That's going to join this body with this right here. Okay, so once we've done that, we can get rid of the excess now. So if I hover my mouse over this part, you can see that this is a circle, and inside is like a hexagon right here. Hexagon right there, right? So if I extrude this, click on this profile, and I can extrude cutting through the cone. I can get rid of all the excess and make it flush with the rest of the hexagonal prism, just like that. I'm going to hit OK. This is what we end up with. Alright, so let's move on to the eraser and the metal part that holds the eraser. So what we're going to want to do is start a sketch on the back of this hexagon right here. So remember, you can start your sketches on any flat plane. So these are all planes we can start our sketches on, but I'm going to choose this one because this is how I will extrude my metal eraser holding thing. So I'm going to go with the circle, a center diameter circle, since I know exactly where the center is. Click on that. I'm going to go right the way to this edge right here, this corner right here, sorry. Right, and this is going to be my circle for the metal part. I'm going to finish sketch, and I'm going to extrude this, include every single piece So it's a circle that's selected, and I can extrude this out now like this. So let's see. Maybe a little longer, like this. Okay, and we hit OK. It'll join with this. Now we want to make the eraser, which is slightly smaller than the metal part. So we're going to create another sketch on top of this. And once again, a center diameter circle, which is slightly smaller this time. Finish sketch, and I'm going to extrude once again this profile right here. Extrude upwards, say about this much. Okay, that's going to be my eraser. Okay, and now let's get to coloring this thing up. So appearances is under modify, or shortcut key is A, and this panel should pop up right here. And usually I go into the paint folder right here, or right here, and I get the glossy, and I just choose color. So yellow, let's get the yellow. We're going to drag and drop it onto the body. So notice it fills up the entire body. That's okay because this is the main part of our pencil. We're going to switch up to faces, and now it'll only paint faces. So let's say we want the green metal part right here. It'll only highlight this face, and when I drop, it'll only color that face. Okay, zooming in, take a look at this side. This part's still yellow. I want that to be green, so I can try to get that. Okay, sometimes it doesn't work. I have to zoom in a bit and rotate my view so that I can see it more directly, and then I can drop my paint onto there. Okay, so the eraser may be red. We can change this to pink later. Actually, let's do that right now. So to change a color and appearance, we're going to double click on the color that's in this design. So this red right here, I want to change it to a pink. Double click right there and move over to this pink color area. See how this looks, maybe like just like that right there. Okay, and it's good. If you want to rename your color, you can right click and you can edit. You can rename it right here. So right clicking and editing is the same as double clicking on it. Okay, so you can change this instead of red, go pink right here. Done. Okay, for the tip, we do have a slight dilemma because the point is made out of, well, it's probably be black, and the rest of it will be wood, which means we have to separate it first to two different bodies. So let's do that first. And to finish the appearance, we can hit escape and appearance will go away. Okay, and so we're going to go back into the sketch where we created this revolution. So that's going to be right here, this sketch over here. Double click, and we can see that original triangle that we drew earlier, right? What we're going to do now is we're going to split, using a line, we're going to split this triangle right here into a triangle that has a lead kind of portion. Okay, and so you can move around the line using the dot and choose where you want it to go. And we can always come back and change it later if it doesn't look good. So you can finish sketch, and notice nothing has happened because we need to edit this revolution right here. And double click. Now we're going to only choose to revolve this wooden part, right? So I can click this to deselect it, and now you can see the preview shows that there's no longer the tip of the cone anymore. Hit OK, and this is how it looks. Okay, and now we're going to go back next to this revolve just to stay consistent, and we're going to finish the tip with a new body. So what I mean by that is I'm going to first of all open this sketch right here so we can see this again. Remember, Fusion 360 always closes the sketch once you've used it once, so you have to manually go into sketches and reopen it to see it again. So now we're going to revolve just this little bit. So revolve, and remember we're right next to the first revolve right here. Revolve, we're going to choose just this little bit. We're going to choose the same exact axis right here, this blue line here, and it's going to revolve here. But make sure it's not joined because it'll just join with this body. We don't want that. We're going to make it a new body. It's right here. So now it's a separate color, and it's a separate body, it's a separate color. We can hit OK. That is our pencil tip. And once we're done, we can drag this all the way back here. Okay. And so now we see, I actually think this pencil tip is a bit, a little too large. So I can go back into that sketch right here, zoom in, and I can actually change the size of the tip. And once I finish sketch, everything will update by itself. Alright, and I can turn off my sketch now. I don't need to see that. And now we can add more textures. So modify, appearance, open up this panel right here. We can scroll down. And Fusion 360 actually has wood textures, which is pretty cool. So let's try out this cherry. Make sure we have faces selected over here. This cherry wood right here. Okay, that's a bit dark. Maybe I'll go for oak. Sure, let's go with oak. That looks pretty good. Let's go home. Looks decent to me. And we can choose a color for the tip of our pencil. So once again, I usually like to use these. This black right here might work. Okay. That looks a bit dark, so what we can do, once again, double click on a color in this design. We can change it to maybe a little lighter color. Like this, maybe. Done. Okay, once we're done with appearances, hit escape. Boom, here's our pencil. Hit home. Yeah, so this is just a basic pencil, the basic eraser, cylindrical eraser, cylindrical metal part, a hexagonal prism of a body, and a sharpened tip. Yeah, you can add your own details to this part by extruding little bits at a time to create the yellow and green portions. And also add the words if you want. Yeah, but this is just a basic tutorial on how to make the yellow number 2 pencil. Thanks for watching.